Hey guys, it's Arx here and welcome back to my channel. I'm back at it again with another Akko Pro Switch review, and we have another tactile here, and I'm a bit late at reviewing the switches. So today, let's all take a look and listen at the Akko Cream Blue Pro. But first, a quick message to our channel sponsor, the good people at PCBWay. PCBWay is your one-stop shop for all your PCB prototyping needs, and let me tell you that they have a lot of options, such as this Flex and Rigid Flex PCB for an optimal durability, flexibility, and performance for PCBs that has complex routings and diverse applications. If you are interested in these kinds of services, head over now to PCBWay.com, links in the description. A quick disclaimer that the switches was sent by Akko for a review, but I wasn't paid to make the video. And of course, I'll give you guys my honest and unbiased opinion about the switch. You may check out all of Akko's link on my description down below. Let's take a look at the switches. So this is an improved version of the recent budget hit, the V3 Cream Blue Tactiles. This is a 5-pin tactile switch, and they added an additional lube on the rails. And now for the pricing, I believe they have lowered the price on the Pro versions, making it the same as the non-Pro, coming in at $8.99 for a pack of 45, which is nice to see. Deconstructing the switches, again, these are now a 5-pin switch. We have a polycarbonate for the top housing, PA or nylon for the bottom housing, and is now using a long pole, dust-proof box pump stem, a 45-gram operating force with a tactile bump at 55 gram. Now here's a side-by-side comparison with the old cream blue switches. Again, from 3-pin now to 5-pin, and the housing was changed from a kale style housing to a standard cherry housing. And same as the Creamzilla Pros, they made some improvements on the switch stability and added additional lube on the rails for a better out-of-the-box experience, as they wanted to reduce the ping issues on the old cream blues, which wasn't really noticeable to begin with. So in today's video and sound test, I will not be doing a stock versus lube comparison, as the switches comes in with the light pre-factory lube already. But of course, we'll be doing a sound comparison versus other Akko tactile switch. And speaking of the sound test, please do keep in mind that the sound and experience will always vary depending on your keyboard build, meaning to say that it will sound and feel different depending on your keyboard. And we'll be using our Vega65. I'll go ahead and put my configurations down below. If you want to hear my thoughts and opinion about the switch, please do stick around at the end of the sound test. So with all of that out of the way, please do enjoy the sound test on the Akko Cream Blue Pro switches. So that was the sound test for the Akko Cream Blue Pro. Please do let me know on what you think about them on the comment section down below, and let's have some quick discussions. If you also made it up to this point of the video, thank you for staying, and now let's talk about my thoughts and opinion about the Switch. Now talking about my thoughts on the feel. Now, I've been using the switches for almost a week now, and the stock experience is actually good on these. As you know, I don't really like using tactiles on stock regardless on how good the pre-factory lube are, but this is another exception on my list. Now, the pre-factory lube is really decent and consistent on my batches, that is. The switches didn't have that raw plastic feeling when typing, and I didn't feel any leaf crunch on stock with the pre-factory lube. Now for the tactile bump, I can say that it has that bit of an early to mid-rounded bump and has a snappy return when bottoming out, which is really satisfying. Also, it didn't feel quite light than I expected. Now if you find this a bit harsh for your preference, I suggest that is the time to add some slight lube. Comparing it with the cream blue, I would say I kinda like the feeling on these more and feels more solid in terms of the tactility, as the old cream blue has a lighter operating force with just around 38 grams, while these are around 45 grams. Now moving on to my thoughts on the sound. Same as my thoughts on the feel, stock wise or out of the box experience, it sounds really good. I like how it sounds on stock. I didn't hear any pings or scratches, although I can hear sometimes a little bit of crunch, but it's not really that noticeable unless you really put your ears close to the switches. Sound wise, you can really hear those tactile bumps and has that clacky and snappy sound profile, which might be the sound signature on all Pro switches. Of course, I am basing this on my own preference and experience, and I know some of you might find the sound a little bit too loud or harsh. Again, if ever, I do suggest to lube them lightly on the rails and springs. Overall, to be honest, I really like the Cream Blue Pros out of all 4 Pro switches that I tried with Akko. I would say that these are nicer from the previous Cream Blues, and I can feel that it has more of that solid typing feel and solid tactility. Now, in terms of the upgrading wise, is it worth upgrading? Well, if you really feel that you need a 5-pin switch and wanted a bit sharper tactility and a bit more heavier, by all means you can try them out and put them on your list. But if you're still okay with your Cream Blue Pros, you don't have to worry, it's okay. It's not that you're missing out a lot. But as I always suggest, if ever, go buy one pack first so that you can try them out before committing in buying one for a full build. And that is it for the video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the review on the Cream Blue Pro, and I know I am a bit late for this, but I still hope you find the review helpful. And if you do, please don't forget to like the video and comment your thoughts down below. I want to have a quick discussion with you guys. So what's next? Well, we have a lot of switches, new switches from Valor Supply, and I hope you stay tuned for that. I also have the review for the Zoom 98, so again, please don't forget to like the video, share if you want, and of course, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys on the next sound test. Peace.